Intertek is a supply chain consulting company. We help companies, suppliers and manufacturers as well as buyers with their supply chain and sourcing needs in terms of testing, inspection, certification. We also do auditing of the facilities, and we also provide sourcing solutions to them. So one of the key things to understand about the services we provide are of the international nature. That is, it requires understanding of working in different environments. Giving you an example, if you are working for a retailer in the US, you're probably buying from 20 different countries. You're buying from China, you're buying from India, you're buying from Vietnam, you're buying from Mexico. What is important is to understand the cultural differences between these places, the skill set that you need. I think the most important skill set is the flexibility and openness in understanding these cultures, because at the end of the day, all this trade is human. There is a human involvement in all this trade, and you need to understand why they do certain things the way they do, because most of the times it won't be the same as you do it here. And that understanding, that skill set, that openness is very important in this trade. One thing that I didn't mention, so I told you about the soft part, but the hard part of the industry is understanding the laws, regulations, the requirements of the different government bodies that are involved in that. For example, if you are supplying to China, the requirements of the Chinese government for an import into China are different from an import into the US. And if you have been in international trade, if you have studied international trade, you should have basic understanding of these differences. So apart from the cultural differences in working with different types of people, the regulatory understanding, the importance of these regulatory understandings, and being generally aware of these differences is the skill that is required. So it's not a difficult thing, but it's about knowing a lot of information about different economies and why they do different things differently. So let me define the career fields that are available options. So there is, like I said, the company does testing, it does inspection, and it does certification. Testing, what we need are, we need chemists, physicists, and these are the people who work in the labs and who do the jobs in the labs. They don't need to have too much international background, but they need to have the lab skills. Inspectors are the ones who go to inspect the factories, inspect the facilities, and these guys need to be trained, they need to have some international exposure, and they need to have those technological backgrounds. The same way certifiers or certification people, these are again these are inspectors that have more experience, who only learn it after a certain years of experience doing a lot of inspections. Then they are able to certify. So basically there are three sets of people that we need, and they could be technology people. Most of them are technology people. You can look at our website intertek.com, and you could find the different areas, different fields that are available. We have a HR website where you can see by country, by location, what jobs are available. But apart from that, depending on your interest, if basically all your technology school should be able to provide you information about the testing as well as inspection as well as certification. You can look at international certification bodies like ISO. You can look at something like GSCP. You can also look at testing, or basically look at testing solutions like ETL that you see on electronic products. Depending on the field of interest, there are multiple sites that you can look at.